Here's a basic picture of the lungs, which are so important when we talk about breathing or respiration. Now, respiration is the process of bringing oxygen into the lungs and exchanging it throughout our body so that it can function the way that it's supposed to. Here, I have labeled some structures that are important for the exchange of oxygen to take place. Of course, the ribs help form what we call the chest cavity, which helps to protect and hold the lungs in place. The trachea is this tube here in the middle, and that's what the air flows through to get into the lungs. From there, the trachea branches into two main bronchial tubes, one for each side, the right and the left. I've only drawn the left side here, but it is the same on the right. The air keeps on going through here until it reaches these small parts called alveoli. It's in the alveoli that the gas exchange takes place. We call it a gas exchange because the body brings in oxygen and breathes out carbon dioxide. The alveoli is where that exchange happens. Now, how does the body get air into the lungs? You have a lot of muscles in your body that help make that happen, but I'm only going to mention a few. The most important muscle is the diaphragm, which I've drawn here in red. Normally, the diaphragm sits in a curved position like this first picture, but when you need to breathe, it will contract and flatten itself out so that the lungs can expand. When this happens, the air outside your body flows into the lungs to fill that extra space. When you breathe out, the diaphragm relaxes back into that curve and the lungs shrink to their usual size. But remember your ribs. Why don't those bones stand in the way of your lungs getting bigger? You have another type of muscle called the external intercostal muscles that help expand your rib cage so that you can have room to breathe in. Then, when you breathe out, a third muscle called the internal intercostal muscles help contract to bring your ribs back.